Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo, finally coming to the game as LRs. Which one do you guys want more? Now, today we're going to take a look at some fan-made card concepts from you guys, and a lot of them are pretty good. So let's just hop right into it. We're going to start with mine here. If you don't know, my name is Minato. Hello, welcome to 59 Gaming. And I did end up picking Orange Piccolo, right? So Orange Piccolo is actually, I would say I'm personally more hyped for Beast Gohan, but this Orange Piccolo concept is really, really good. I'm like, ooh, I had to pick this one. I saw this and I knew this is the one I wanted here. So let's just hop right in again. Thank you to Popcorn a Lot Pop for the submission here and everyone else for your submissions as well. There are plenty of other amazing creators going to read out different concepts, so if yours wasn't picked very first, no worries, you may be in the video still. Now let's take a look at this leader squad. I think it's pretty good. Bana, Master, and Disciple, Namekians, and then final trump card. And then he gives, of course, 3 key 170% stats to them. Then an additional 30% to Namekian, Battle Wits, and Worthy Rivals category. So I think that could be very good, depending, you know, maybe I feel Beast Gohan could potentially be on Battle Wits, right? We don't know for sure. That's a category they kind of throw in back and forth with some of these characters. Obviously, Namekian and Worthy Rival will get all the Piccolo units, you know. I think that Vegeta will be on all this, you know, 200% lead. Physical Piccolo would be on the 200% lead. He can get an easy A right. A lot of good things here. And this is, of course, you know, Power Awakened Piccolo. You can tell it's a transforming character. So let's take a look at the untransformed super attack effects. His 12 key raises defense, causes colossal damage. Then his 18 key raises attack. I'm assuming this is mega colossal damage. So essentially, you choose the 18 key for attack stacking, the 12 key for defensive stacking. Okay, let's take a look here. His passive skill activates the entrance animation once only. I'm assuming that's when he does go to Power Awaken Piccolo for it. Reduces damage received by 30% for 5 turns, and there's another Bana, Master, and Disciple category ally of the team at the start of this character's attacking turn. So again, if you're gonna run Gohan on the team, it makes a lot of sense, even just other Piccolos. So that's gonna be very easy to get free 30% damage reduction for the first 5 turns. That will be extremely effective if you take a look at the rest of the kit. He gets 3 key, 150% attack and defense, and then another 10% damage reduction, and 7% HP recovery at the start of turn. Very good. He can get up to 4 key, and then 77% extra attack and defense, and within an extra 30% damage reduction with each attack received. So for the first 5 turns, you get realistically get up to, what is that, 70% damage reduction with his very high stats, you know, as an LR, the multiplicative buffs. I mean, that alone is just going to make this guy an extremely tanky unit, and I feel like he's going to hit pretty hard as well. Because look at here, he does launch an additional attack with each attack received within the turn, so that means that, you know, he could do potentially like, I don't know, 4 or 5 normal attacks in the right situation. Then after that, you could just get the basically you have the hidden potential unguaranteed, which sounds good to me, honestly. Namekian's Battle Wits and the Bottom Master and Disciple category allies gets key 3 and then 50% stats, and then he gives the rest of superclass allies that excludes himself another key 2 and 30% stats. So essentially, most of those category characters are a super class, so you're giving them key 3 and 80% support, which, you know, I'm here for it. Why not? There's a lot of units that give, like, you know, the Trunks and the Guru give 80% support, and, you know, he's just a banner to you, alright? So I feel, you know, if they're going to give an LR an ability like this, it's going to be much easier to get. Now again, his links: Experience Spiders, Namekian, Shocking Speed, Cold Judgment, Brainiac, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. I think this is a good link set for Piccolo. And then, of course, these categories: Namekians, Battle Wits, Bottom Master, Disciple, Worthy Rivals, Weaver Heroes, Final Trump Card, Gifted Warriors, and Fuse Fighters. I mean, that's basically what you could expect from there. Maybe 1 or 2 extra teams, but who knows. His active skill is the transformation. So you have to be 70% or below in HP, and then you're receiving 7 more attacks. Or if HP is below 40%, if there's 2 or other Bottom Master and Disciple category allies attacking in the same turn. Now, I don't think it's going to be that hard to get this. This guy is going to be your de facto slot 1 unit based on his design. And on top of that, he, you know, has a 30% reduction for the 5 turns. So you have a lot of time to go ahead and get the 7 hits in. Being under 70% HP or below does kind of suck though. I feel like if I had to change anything, just make it 7 hits or under HP if there's 2 other Bottom Master and Disciple category allies. Because this you can, I feel, get screwed over by it, even though this guy is going to be your slot 1 unit. Like, what if all the attacks in slot 3 all the time, right? You're just like, wow, okay, well, I can't do anything. But yeah, it's fine. Or again, you get to that, like, he's so tanky, it's like, are you really gonna take that damage, right? Yeah, that's another thing. So when he does transform, he does recover 40% HP once only, which is quite good. He gets Ki 5 and then 200% attack and defense. Recovers 12% HP at the start of turn, so that's pretty good. Essentially, if you use this under 50% HP, he gets you full health, which is insane. Reduces damage received by 40%, and then get an additional 7% damage reduction, and another additional attack within the same turn that he gets, well, with every attack he gets within that turn. So if he takes 5 attacks, that is 75% damage reduction, and then that is 5 additionals, which is quite good. Now, he has a medium chance to launch an additional super, which is good. If you take a look here, his super attack effect does raise attack and defense for 3 turns. And his anti-key action does disable an enemy action. Very good. And he still gives the same support buff, Namekian's Battle Wits, Bond, Master Disciple, Ki 3 and 50%, then Superclass Allies Ki 2 and 30%. So, okay, he's giving them 5 key support. That might be a bit much. But why not? Whatever. He gives also all allies 7% damage reduction, and then 7% chance from a crit if they collect 7 more key spheres. So basically very similar to Kid Goku, which is good, right? It's 7% instead of 8%, but again, that's not really who cares, right? Then he also has Rainbow Orb changing, but the caveat is that he has to be the first or third to obtain key spheres from the turn, so it doesn't affect himself, right? I think that's another, you know, potential like oddity to the kit, because he wants to grab 7 orbs, and he is an orb changer, but he doesn't orb change until you already grab the key spheres with him. So it's like, well, I got the other units will be able to use the orb changing, but it sucks for him. So you still probably want to run a unit that is orb changing. It'll be good though, like if you have an orb changer, you have this Piccolo grab all the orbs in the field, and then it becomes a mess, but he rechanges the rainbow orbs, right? Something like that, I don't know. But this is cool. I like this design a lot. It's very interesting because this is an effect that like no other character has in the game, and you know, I thought about this effect before personally. I always make my own, you know, kind of design cards right here, but yeah, this looks pretty good. I really like this orange Piccolo. I think it's an interesting, good design. It takes a lot of aspects from other characters like Blue Blues from Vegeta, but just makes it better, I feel, right? So let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for watching my part, and then again, we are going to move on to the next creator.
Welcome to another fan-made card series, guys. We missed you. We missed you guys. What is going on, my dudes? Tasher here with the 5'9 boys, and we are going to be talking about the new LR Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo LRs that are coming New Year's, and I am so pumped, man. Superhero was such a great movie, and honestly, the possibilities of this banner is off the charts. Obviously, we're going to be getting the 2 LRs, but we might even see the Gammas come back. We might, oh my gosh, I can't wait. I think that New Year's banner is going to be one of the best banners to come out of Dokkan. And it's going to start the, like, literally just before the next year when we're getting anniversary stuff. So obviously the hype train is going to go. But I wanted to talk about a Beast Gohan response that I got from a mystery person here. We're going to call them Batman. So Batman here, right? He made a fantastic LR Beast Gohan, and I want to go ahead and talk about this because I want my Beast Gohan to be absolutely broken. So, let's go ahead and talk about it. Leader skill, Bond of Master and Disciples, Hybrid Saiyans, and Superhero category, Ki +3 and HP attack and defense plus 170%. Already loving it because it's 3 teams. But here's the kicker. Movie heroes and Goku's family category allies get an additional HP and attack and defense plus 30%. Now, that opens so much for your teams, in my personal opinion, having so many different teams in your leader skill. Now, you might even say, like, you could have done maybe Hybrid Saiyans and Superhero at the start with a Bond of Master and Disciple as the second part, with the 30%, but I digress. I still love this leader skill because, again, it's broken. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the super attack effect before transforming. 12 key, raises defense for 1 turn and raises attack infinitely and causes colossal damage to the enemy. 18 key, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, raises attack infinitely, and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Now, again, I'm an infinite stacker boy. I love when units infinitely stack. Like, heck, I was using physical representatives of Universe 7 Frieza yesterday, and I got him all the way up to 700k just for funsies. But yeah, super attack post transformation. Now this is where it gets pretty good. 12 key, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causing mega colossal damage to enemy. And then the 18 key, the same thing, but you perform a critical hit for 1 turn. Now obviously with that, you're gonna want to put your Beast Gohan with additionals, because you want to be able to just keep on hitting because you're going to perform a critical hit for 1 turn. So if you're going to be performing crits, you might as well have additionals so that you're doing more crits, especially if you want to guarantee that you're going to be getting that 18 key. Now let's go ahead and talk about the passive skill before transforming. Now, activate entry animation, guard all attacks for 5 turns when there's a master and student bond or superheroes category ally on the team, or when facing a movie boss's category enemy. Key +3 in attack and defense +200%, plus an additional attack +58% when performing a super attack, plus an additional key +1 and defense +20% per key sphere obtained. Randomly change 1 type of key sphere to int key spheres and launches an additional super attack when key is 24. Now, here's the kicker about that, is because the fact that you have already established that it's going to be int. So you want to make sure to pair your Gohan with somebody who could at least change the key spheres to int, or maybe, you know, you just have one of those crispy items over there. It might help you out. I would say, if anything, you're already getting the +1 additional key per key sphere. So no matter what, you're guaranteed to hit pretty hard, especially if you pair him with somebody who is going to link well with him. Now let's go ahead and talk about the passive skill post transformation. Key +5 and attack defense +280%, plus an additional attack +58% when performing a super attack, plus an additional key +1, defense +30, and reduces damage received by 3% per key sphere obtained. Randomly changes 2 types of key spheres into int-type key spheres. Guard against all attacks, plus an additional attack +58% when key is 24, or when active skill is performed, and nullify enemies' special super attack encounters with tremendous power. Jesus! That guy is going to be bonkers. That's ridiculous. Now, active skill, transform into Beast Gohan, remove all negative effects for the rest of the battle. Can be used from after the whole team receives 20 or more attacks during battle, or when 5 turns have passed and HP is 58% or below. And your active skill causes ultimate damage to enemy. All attacks become critical hits for 1 turn. Disable enemy's action once within the turn. Condition can be used when at start of turn. Now, Link skills, Saiyan Lineage, Brainiacs, All in the Family, Cold Judgment, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Pretty good Link set right there. And then your categories: Hybrid Saiyans, Goku's Family, Bond of Parent and Child, Bond of Master and Disciple, Siblings Bond, Warriors Raised on Earth, Movie Heroes, Miraculous Awakening, Transformation Boost, Exploding Rage, Powerful Comeback, and I'm pretty sure that we could also include Superhero category into that. But this Gohan is broken, and I love it. And so, Batman, or whoever you are, thank you so much for submitting. Guys, keep on submitting your stuff when we post it up there, because we love seeing your guys' responses. Until next time, guys, we'll catch you guys in the next video.
Hey, it's Juki, and I've decided to pick an Orange Piccolo concept, number 27, from Frog. Alright, let's get right into it, because I've got a lot prepared for this. So all I did was look at the leader skill. And we've got Bond of Master and Disciple, Worthy Rivals, or Transformation Boost, Key 3 in 170, and a 30% boost for Warriors Raised on Earth and Movie Heroes. So I pulled up Dokkan info, and I managed to get the entire reign of characters on this list. Already perfect that the Gammas are on here. Tien, Trunks and Gohan, the STR Movie Heroes Piccolo, this Gohan and Goku. It's a really, really strong 200%. It basically has a lot of... It's a majority of the Warriors Raised on Earth category. You know, Trunks's, Vegeta's... Vegeta wasn't raised on Earth, but he's on a lot of the Movie Heroes stuff, which is really good. Plus, if we end up getting a Goku and Vegeta from this movie, that's pretty good. So, let's get into the super attack effect. So, on 18 key, he raises attack and defense and causes mega colossal damage, and on 12 key, he raises attack and defense and causes colossal. Good. stacking is perfect. If he has additionals built in, that's even better. But I've noticed this super attack effect post-transforming. It's 12 key, raises for 1 turn, causes Mega Colossal on 12 key? Not fair enough. I mean, this basically looks like a copy-paste. I'd expect on the 12 key, rather than it being 25% for 2 turns, it maybe just be for 1 turn. Having the 18 key be for 2 turns though, that's kind of busted. But let's do it. Why not? It's Orange Piccolo and Beast Gohan. So I'm sure the Beast Gohan ones you've already seen in the video are correct. But yeah, no, those super attack effects post-transforming are crazy. His passive is he activates the entrance animation, launches 2 additionals, each of which has a medium chance of becoming a super for 4 oh god. Key 2, an attack and defense for 50%, 20% pair attack performed up to 100, launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super, in which the character performs the 5th attack in battle. Superclass allies defense 30 when there's an ally whose name includes Gohan attacking in the same turn. Okay, I like this. It's cooler, but it's also kind of a bit more like Gamma 2, which is really good. So I feel like if this guy made Beast Gohan, he'd basically make him Gamma 1. But let's see what he's like post. Oh, also the key, just 2 key. Fantastic, because Piccolo links are probably going to be stuff like Gaze of Respect, Shocking Speed, definitely not Sharon the Limit, but stuff like that, so he's not going to have many key links that are really too good, so having that 2 key is genuinely fantastic. His passive skill post-transforming is Key 2, attack and defense 200%, attack and defense 20%, pair attack received, reduces damage received by 50% for 3 turns. Superclass allies, Key 2, and 40% attack and defense starting from the 4th turn, launches an additional super attack for the rest of battle after receiving it. After receiving the 5th attack in battle, high chance to foresee enemy super attack and allies to be immune to negative effects when there is an ally whose name includes Beast Gohan or Gamma attacking in the same turn. Ally whose name includes Beast Gohan. They'd probably word it an ally whose name is Beast Gohan or includes Gamma attacking in the same turn. Great chance to nullify melee type super attacks. Okay. Okay. A few things. The support is fantastic, but I think what would be more beneficial for the character is if you lowered the damage received to about maybe 35%, something like that. The Piccolo number, if we have them, and decrease the superclass allies to maybe Key 2 and 20%. And just don't have a turn limit on either of them, because Piccolo is going to have insane defensive stats, especially if he's been stacking for a while. So having that lower damage reduction and just helping out the team. A Scouter effect, perfectly fine, having a high chance. We've seen it with the Dragon Ball superhero units, not Dragon Ball Heroes unit, Rebellu, that even a high chance is really, really good on foreseeing enemy super attacks. And just having a great chance to nullify melee type super attacks. There's not a lot of melee types, because a lot of them are unarmed. So I don't know how good this will be, because this is kind of the same thing that Tech Gogeta had. He had a really good effect, being able to nullify melee type supers, but we don't know how many there are. His active skill with transformation can be activated from the 4th turn from the start of battle, or can be activated immediately when facing a movie boss's category enemy. That's perfectly fine. You could have changed it so that it's actually, I think in context of the movie, this should be movie bosses or androids, because he does actually transform against Gamma 2. So, yeah. His link skills are going to be Experienced Fighters, Brainiacs, Cold Judgment, Gaze of Respect, Shocking Speed, Fist Battle, Legendary Power. That's about what we expect. If I go to... Can I pull them up here? The goats. How many links does he have with him? He has Brainiac, Experienced Fighters, Gaze of Respect, Fierce Battle. 4 links. It's decent, it's good, it's good enough, you know what I mean? His categories can be Namekians, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Movie Heroes, Worthy Rivals, Blood Master and Disciple, All Out Struggle, Battle of Wits, Miraculous Awakening, Powerful Comeback, Gifted Warriors, Fused Fighters, Warriors Raised on Earth. Yeah, yeah, I think that's fine. Like, I always forget Piccolo is on Gifted Warriors, Prodigious Warriors, Gifted Warriors, whatever. But no, this thank you, Frog, for this submission. I feel like I've rambled for a little bit, but don't worry about that. I'm very, very excited for Orange Piccolo. I don't know. I know people are going to be summoning for Beast Gohan way more. But me personally, Orange Piccolo is my goat. So, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll pass it on to the next person.
Alright, it's my turn now. I'm here to talk about one of the concepts you guys have made in the fan-made card selection for Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo. My name's Gale Wright. Let's get into it, shall we? So, today I'm looking at Pokemon Williams' Beast Gohan. Big shout out to him, by the way. It's their YouTube name. The leader skill that they've given this Beast Gohan is the strongest warrior on Earth, Super Int Ultimate Gohan. Leader skill is Movie Heroes Born a Parent and Child and DBS Heroes category plus Key 4. Or key plus 4, I don't know why I said plus key 4, and HP attack and defense 170, and additional HP attack and defense 30% for any Goku's family or Miraculous Awakening characters. Very good category selection there, and a good use of the triple double in my personal opinion. You've got a lot of units there that you can put into this team, and in all honesty, this is a very strong 200%. In all honesty, very strong 200%. So very much looking forward to seeing this in action if it comes true. The super attack effect that they've gone for their 12 key is Burst Rush. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn, raises defense infinitely, and causes colossal damage to enemy. Super Kamehameha greatly raises attack and defense stacking. Okay, that's interesting. And causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Very nice. Okay, kind of using that Tech Ultimate Gohan in there with obviously the greatly stacking on the attack and defense for the 18 key, which is really nice. And the fact that the 12 key also stacks defense infinitely is very strong. Both very strong already. Very strong abilities already. Super attack effect post transforming. Okay, so this is going to be our look at. Wait, okay, we'll come on to it in just 1 second. So this is of course the post transforming Beast Gohan special art, super attacks. I was gonna say special arts. I've been playing too much Danmachi. Beast Gohan greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns and causes mega colossal damage to enemy. Ultimate Explosive Kamehameha, the 18 key, massively raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to enemy and disables enemy action once during turn. Okay. Oh, okay. This is interesting. Ultimate Super Attack, Purple Violet Beast Kick, massively raises attack and defense. It's a stack, okay, and causes monstrous damage to enemy. This super attack can be only used once. You know what? I respect it. I think I can see this being a thing. Maybe not for Beast Gohan. Maybe for the 8th anniversary units, but this would be an insanely interesting concept. Being able to do one specific special super attack, and that's it. That's the only time you can use it. You can only use it once, the first time he comes on, and that's it. Would make for an interesting, additional gameplay feature, I suppose. It would make things very interesting. The thing is, the only thing I would probably change for this one is maybe changing it on like when you can use it. Maybe you can choose when to use it and stuff, because otherwise whenever you transform, that's when you use it, kind of. But I mean, if it's an active skill, you kind of know when you want to use it, sort of, right? Either way. Okay, passive skill before transformation activates the intro animation once only and guards all attacks for the rest of the battle. Key plus 3 attack and defense 158%, plus an additional attack and defense 20% with each attack performed up to 58%, and then an additional attack and defense 58% when performing a super attack, and then an additional 58% attack and defense if it's an ultra super attack. All allies key plus 3 attack and defense 50%, and launches an additional super attack when key is 18 or more. Turns into Ultimate Beast when conditions are met. Or I assume Beast turns into Beast Gohan when conditions are met. Okay, interesting. Very strong. Very strong. Very defensive. Very much so a stat stick. But of course you're getting a lot of stuff here with the additional guaranteed. The support here as well. But a lot of stat sticking there. But of course he gets the guard as well. So really strong. I'm curious. I mean, anyways, he's put it in here, but the passive skill post-transforming, attack and defense 258, guards all attacks. So I was gonna say, I don't know if the guards all attacks from the passive skill before transformation carries forward, but I mean, it's already in the passive, so it will stick. Attacks effective against all types, launches an additional super attack, performs a critical hit when key is 24. So basically, he does everything, is what I'm seeing here. Nullifies the enemy super attack and counters with ferocious power. High chance to launch an additional ultra super attack. Okay, an additional ultra super attack. All right, I see you. Attack and defense 158% for the rest of the turn after receiving an attack. All right, I mean, prepares ultimate super attack starting next attacking turn once only. All right, this is a little bit extreme, I must admit. I wasn't expecting this. I'm not gonna lie. Usually, whenever we get these concept cards, I don't look at this stuff. I just choose one and I'm like, okay, this looks like an interesting guy. His name is interesting. He's gone for this character. I'm gonna go for it. I wasn't expecting it to be this powerful, but fair enough. It's very strong. It is very, very strong. There are no flaws. What flaws are there when it comes to this? Unit? There is none. There's nothing. Absolutely not. Active skill, if transformation can be activated when 58% HP less, starting from the 5th turn from the start of battle, or when there's an, I mean, this is literally what I said on Twitter. This is what I said on Twitter. I literally tweeted this out. I mean, yeah, it's a very, very strict condition, but I think it's going to be something like this, in all honesty. I do believe it's going to be something like this. It's better than the Android 16 stuff that SSJ Gohan had to go to SSJ 2, to be quite honest. So it's at least better than that. All right. Active skill, if attack or other effect, Marvelous Special Beam Cannon can be activated when 58% HP or less. Or when enemy's HP is 58% or less. Very similar to the 7th tier LRs, actually. Very similar. Raises attack by 658% once only, and causes ultimate damage to enemy, and disables enemy action thrice within the same turn. Alright, interesting, interesting. Shocking Speed, Saiyan Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Age, Cold Judgment, Kamehameha, All in the Power, Legendary Power. Categories are Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, Final Trump Card, DBS Hero, Miraculous Awakening, Exploding Rage, Powerful Comeback, Bond of Master and Disciple, Kamehameha, Saviors, Warriors Raised on Earth, Hybrid Saints, Siblings Bond, Entrusted Will, Defenders of Justice, Accelerated Battle, and Battle of Fate. Good categories. I don't think there's anything missing in particular there that I can notice. That being said, there's way too many of these. Wait. Parental bond is not on here. That's okay. Parental bond would be here, basically. You'd add in bond of parent and child. But either way, same, more or less, it's a fantastic set of categories. He will be in a lot of teams. I like the Link set, to be quite honest. I know a lot of people are deliberating, oh, will he have prepared for battle? Will he have this? Will he have that? Honestly, as long as he has All in the Family, Kamehameha, I think he'll have Fierce Battle, of course, in one instead of maybe like, I think he might not have... Maybe he might not have Saiyan Warrior Race. I think he'll have Fierce Battle instead of that. Maybe. But I think if he has Shocking Speed, Saiyan Lineage, Fierce Battle, Cold Judgment, Kamehameha, All in the Family, Legendary Power, that should be more than fine. But really good card. I'm going to hand it over to the next person. They can continue on showing you guys.
What is going on, 5'9 Gamers? Joe Wags here, and we are doing another fan-made card video. And what we're doing here are, I should say, more of a prediction video, right? So normally these are EZA predictions, but this time we're doing new unit predictions because we've got some hype units coming out. So we put out a little tweet on our Twitter asking you to give us your ideas for what Beast Gohan and Orange Piccolo are going to look like. And for the one I chose here, I'm going to do an Orange Piccolo example. And this prediction comes from our boy Freezer1. So our boy Freezer1 with a prediction. I thought this was pretty good because it's kind of in line with kind of what I would like Piccolo to look like, right? So let's take a look at it. So leader skill is Namekians or Bond of Master and Disciple, key 3 and 170 stats. And then movie heroes or worthy rivals getting the extra 30%. So I like, this would be, I think, a pretty unique leader skill in that I don't know that we have had any leaders that get 2 different categories on the 30% that don't have 3 for the main. Because I think all the ones that get 2 for the 30 have at least 3 for the main, but I could be wrong on that. But that's cool because Worthy Rivals definitely feels like a category that could be involved with Piccolo, but it's not like the craziest category, right? So throwing that on with movie heroes I think is smart, right? So I definitely think these categories would go. And I do think Bond of Master and Disciple is almost like, I feel like it's a lock in some way for Piccolo or Gohan or both, just because I feel like they need to share a category in common. What you commonly find with a lot of these dual Dokkan Fest, unless they are like super class versus extreme class, but if they're both super class, typically they kind of work on each other's teams. So I feel like Bond of Master and Disciple is like the team that's going to link Gohan and Piccolo together. So I do like that is there, right? So the super attack effect raises attack and defense, causes immense damage, and a medium chance to crit. So this is an infinitely stacking attack and defense unit. And this is in the pre-transform state, right? Then after transforming into Orange Piccolo, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage with a high chance to perform a crit. So just getting built-in crits would be amazing for this unit, because then you can focus going all-in additionals to stack defense and putting dodge on to make the unit more defensive, right? So I love units with built-in crit. I'm finding these days crit is actually, when you're talking about additional crit and dodge, like crit is kind of the one I like doing the least now. And it's kind of funny, it's a complete flip, because crit used to be the main one you always wanted to do. And the state of the game has evolved so much that additionals and dodge are just way better than crit, right? Depending on the unit. There are some units that still really, really like crit, but yeah, I like getting that crit built in so I can just ignore it on my hidden potential. So then as passive, performs an entrance animation, which, yes, I think it's highly likely they'll just have an entrance animation of some kind. Attack and defense 100, and guard activate against all types for 4 turns from, basically from first appearance, right? He gets attack and defense 150, performs 2 additional attacks, each with a great chance to become super attacks. Key 1 and attack and defense 40 per attack performed, up to key 3 and attack and defense 120. Namekians get 1 key and 20% attack and defense, and Bond of Master and Student get 1 key and 20% attack and defense, right? And I believe what would be nice about this then, so then this would be a stacking support buff. So if you're Bond Master in Disciple and Namekian, so like other Piccolos, they would be getting 40% attack and defense and 2 key. So I just like the idea of Piccolo and or Gohan being support units, right? Great chance of evading Key Blast based super attacks, transforms when conditions are met. So the transformation condition is just 3 turns when HP is 70% or below, transform into Orange Piccolo. So Orange Piccolo then would be 3 key and attack and defense 200, perform 2 additional super attacks, like guaranteed 2 additional supers. That's pretty busted. I don't know if they would go that far, but I like it. What's more realistic is, I think, perform 2 additional attacks with a high chance of being a super, or if you're going to get a guaranteed additional super, it'd probably just be 1. But sure, they want to make them that busted. I'll take it. Attack and defense and damage reduction plus 20% per attack performed, up to 60%. So, dude, 60% damage. I mean, this would be busted if this was legit. I'd take this Orange Piccolo. Attack and defense 50 while performing a super if there is a character whose name includes Gohan. I do think, by the way, it's highly likely that Gohan and Piccolo will have a condition that will work if you have the other on the team. I'm hoping it's not on rotation. I hope it's just on the team. But I could see it, like, I actually see it more likely being where, like, they're transform the active skill conditions. What I think they'll do is they'll like give them a 3-turn active skill if like you have the other one on the team, but then it might be 5 or 6 turns if you don't, something like that. But yeah, so pretty cool though, that the idea that you're going to include, because I really do feel like they're really going to incorporate the Gohan Piccolo relationship here, right? And then all allies 1 key in attack and defense 20 when 1 rainbow key sphere is obtained. All allies gain further key 1 in attack and defense 20 when there are 2 rainbow key spheres obtained. Now this is really busted because this support passive would trigger on key obtained, so I think it would actually have more impact, kind of like a B-Pan buff, which would be busted. Now I think, once again, I love this. If they just want to make this guy ridiculous support all the way through, I would love it. What I think is more likely is I think they keep him a support in the first phase, and then the second phase they make him like more offensive and less defensive, and probably would lose the support. But dude, if they made this Piccolo support in both phases, I would definitely take it, right? Because if you think about it, like Piccolo's role is usually like the tactician, the support character, right? Now, obviously, in Superhero, he is a lot more offensive, but if you think about it, even when he's like Giant Orange Piccolo, like, what is he doing? He's kind of holding Cellmax back for Gohan. He's still, like, supporting Gohan. So I could actually see him being a support unit, which would be really crazy. And we already talked about the active skill. Link skills, Namekian, Shocking Speed, Brainiacs, Gaze of Respect, Experience Fighters, Cold Judgment, Fierce Battle. This is a very realistic Link set. And what I'm thinking is Gaze of Respect. They're probably going to put that on Piccolo and Gohan to share that link. Now, traditionally in the past, Gaze of Respect has only been on like youth or kid Gohans. But I do think this Gohan would be like the first teen or adult Gohan to get Gaze of Respect. I think it's very likely, right? And then categories. I think all of these are pretty standard. I don't know that there are anything missing here. Except, okay, yeah, they did get movie heroes. Yeah, I think this would probably be decent. I do know that Gohan and Piccolo would both be transformation boost. So there's another possibility for the leader skill. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think of this Orange Piccolo. If you think you'd like this one, let me know what your ideas for characters are. Let me know what you think of all of these fan-made predictions that we have in this video. So anyways, thanks for watching. We'll pass it on to the next one.
Okay. It is time for some fan-made concepts. This one is for our boy Orange Piccolo. This comes from the Mario G's one on, I don't know. He doesn't specify. I'm going to assume it's on Twitter. Here is the leader skill. We have heroes, Dragon Ball Superhero, rather. That's a weird way to put that. Namekians or Bond Master and Disciple. Key 3, attack at 70, and then the 30% for movie heroes or worthy rivals. I'd say that makes sense as he is a... that would work really well with the physical Piccolo, who I can only assume, well, not assume, but I think he might EZA during the celebration, so that would be really nice. Let's go ahead and look at his super attack pre-transforming, so that we are assuming that they go from Power Awakened to Orange Piccolo. We have raises attack and defense 1 turn, colossal damage, and has a high chance to stun the enemy. The ultra super attack, so the 18 key, we have raises attack and defense, mega colossal, and all allies chance to dodge plus 10% for 1 turn. I do like that because I am a dodge chance connoisseur. AGLUI Goku, still my favorite in my book. He's still the GOAT in my book. So after transforming, he raises attack and defense for 1 turn and mega colossal damage again with a chance of stunning the enemy. This is a great chance rather than a high chance on his 12 key, and then on the 18 key he greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, mega colossal damage, and recovers 10% HP. I do like the healing that you get from the Orange Piccolo effect, and that is good. So for his passive skill, we have a lot going on here. We activate the entrance animation upon entry once only, so he gets an intro animation, obviously. Attack and defense plus 60, and a chance to dodge enemies' attacks plus 60% for 6 turns. Key 6, and attack and defense plus 160 at the start of the turn, plus an additional attack and defense 60%, and all attacks become effective against all types for 3 turns after evading an attack. I like that. Foresees enemy super attack when there's an ally whose name includes Gohan on the team, obviously Beast Gohan. Changes a random type of key sphere other than physical to rainbow key spheres when there's an ally whose name includes Gohan attacking in the same turn. Performs an additional super attack when collecting 2 or more rainbow key spheres. Revives with full HP recovered and transforms into Orange Piccolo when the character or ally in the same turn is KO'd. So he believes that the only way to get to Orange Piccolo is to die. I don't know if they're going to do that because people want to play as Orange Piccolo, and I don't believe that's how they'll do it. The same thing goes for Beast Gohan. I don't think that's the way they're going to do things, but I do like the creativity and the idea. I think canonically with the movie, it does make sense. Let's go ahead and move on to the passive skill after he transforms. And again, we have another essay right here. Again, shout out to the Mario G's for going all out here and giving us a nice kit to work with. There's a lot to talk about. So he seals all enemy super attack for 1 turn once only. So the first time he comes in, he seals the whole rotation, and it cannot be canceled. So there's no way to get rid of that, but obviously bosses are immune to sealing, so it can be a little bit of a tricky thing. But key 6 and attack and defense 160 at the start of turn. They have damage reduction by 60%, and then damage reduction reduced by 6% at the start of each turn up to 30%. So after 5 turns, he will lose that 60% and it'll go down to 30%. Reduces damage received from normals attacks by an additional 30%. Counters normal attacks with ferocious power. Okay. Attack and defense for 30% for each attack received during the turn, up to 60%, so 2 attacks. Foresees enemy super attack when there's an ally whose name includes Gohan, so same thing as before. Attack and defense plus 60%, and changes a random type of key spheres other than physical to rainbow key spheres when there's an ally whose name includes Gohan, so the same thing again, attacking in the same turn. All attacks become effective against all types for 1 turn when collecting a rainbow key sphere. I like that, but it would probably be more than 1. Performs an additional super attack when collecting 2 or more key spheres. All allies reduced damage by 6% for 1 turn when collecting 3 or more rainbow key spheres. So he has the Kid Goku support for damage reduction. Active skill of transformation, he left that blank. Active skill if / attack other effect. Turns into giant form, lasts 1 turn, can be activated at any time when there's an ally whose name includes Gohan attacking in the same turn or starting from the 3rd turn after transformation. The super attack effect of that is greatly raises attack temporarily, causes destructive damage with a temporarily high chance of performing a critical hit. His ultra super attacks to the 18 key greatly raises attack temporarily, causes destructive damage with a temporary high chance of performing a critical hit. Passive skill, key 6, and performs an additional super attack. Giant form sucks, and clearly he decided that the giant form for this guy, I mean, he can be good, but he's going to suck. So, maybe if they linked with each other, they'd be good, but the giant form is just, it needs a revamp so bad. I think this guy kind of nailed it for the giant form. It wouldn't be anything too mind-boggling, right? So let's go ahead and get into the link skills and the categories, and we'll wrap this bad boy up. So link skills for Piccolo: Power Awakened. We have Namekian, Shocking Speed, Cold Judgment, Brainiacs, Gaze of Respect, awesome link, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. Gaze of Respect, you know, is going to be there because it's a Gohan Piccolo unit. Then you have Orange Piccolo. We have Namekian, Shocking Speed, Cold Judgment, First Awakened. I like that. Gaze of Respect, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Power. About the kind of typical link set that you would expect for an LR Piccolo, though we don't have many LR Piccolos to work with in the game, but here you go. For the categories, we have Namekians, Movie Heroes, Dragon Ball Super Superheroes, Bond Master Disciple, Transformation Boost, Battle of Fate, Warriors Raised on Earth. I would add Miraculous Awakening to this, and you'd be all set. So, this looks very good. This was submitted about 30 minutes ago as of the time we're recording this. Shout out to, I'm just going to assume your name is Mario. Thank you, Mario, for submitting this. This is, I think, very well done. This really does kind of emulate the longer styled passives that they're trying to do. I think there are a little too many busted mechanics in here, like super effective with Run Rainbow Key Sphere when you're a Rainbow Key Sphere changer. I don't think that's good. I think that's too easy. But I do like the idea that, you want to make this accessible, and personally, Orange Piccolo would be an active skill, not a revival for me, but I do understand where you're coming from. So again, thank you, Mario, for submitting this, and let's go ahead and move on to the next one.